paper, we're going to be chewing a bit more extra bubble mint. So, in short, today we're going to be probably doing part 1. This won't be the whole dungeon in one. We're going to be doing a dungeon build for a location called the Temple of Rilifane, which, for those of you that don't know, Rilifane is an elven god of, I believe, like hunting and nature, sort of like patron to the wood elves. So we're going to pop a piece in and we're going to have a little quick discussion about what it is we're doing. Oh, such a good flavour. Okay, so in short, this is a small dungeon in the ruins of an old Elven Temple. In its basic design, the players are going to be coming down into a main foyer room, and there's going to be a big set of vault doors, and in order to bypass the doors, they need to say, it's basically a puzzle, they need to say 5 words in the correct order. Now the words which they need to say will be found throughout the dungeon via murals, and on these murals they'll see a particular element of which is the only remaining part of colour in the mural, as this whole dungeon has been warped by shadowy magic from the Shadowfell. So, because of this, they will be able to find some, I guess, clues from that. And when they have all the words, they'll probably be able to ascertain the order. And the words are all basically the life cycle of a plant. So it's seeding, germinating, growing, flowering and withering. And they'll have to say these words that are in Elven in the right order, and then the door will unlock to the main antechamber. But I don't have the whole thing planned out quite just yet. I've got probably about half the dungeon and a few rooms, so we're going to be designing today probably a number of those rooms, depends on what time we've got. There's a chance they'll make it here today, so I'm doing one video right now, and there's a portion that I might do later on before the session, but I just want to do this right now. So as you can see on the map, we've got ourselves a bit of a map. So this dungeon is underground, so they'll be able to find like the top portion of the temple that still remains. They'll have some encounters there, and then some stairs that lead down. So I'm going to be designing that first. So the way in which I'm going to design this is, we've got some stuff set up, some walls. I like this set of walls here. We've got some tiles, and we're going to design the temple. So first things first, we've got the build mode on in the square, which basically means we can draw rooms. This is what's great about Dungeon Draft, and we can expand this map when we need it. So I'm actually going to make a 3 by, let's go 20. Yeah, 3 by 20, I guess, hallway. So the dungeon upstairs, or the main, the entrance upstairs, has stairs that lead down. So I'm going to be doing 2 things here. I'm actually going to open that up by 1 more square. I'm going to do the same here. So basically, I want to provide way, so we want it to be equidistant. So how many we've got here? 14 squares. So I guess we want 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So if we did that, it would not be accurate. So we could do 4 here, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And from there, we're going to produce a hallway that extends down. And at this point, it's going to open up into a main hall. So I need to check my notes from time to time to look. So we've got the first room. Nature's Threshold is what this room's called. So I'm going to read it out to you so you get an idea of what we're designing here. This is the flavour text of entering into this area. You step into the temple through an elaborate carved archway. Oh, this was actually before I redesigned it to have steps down. But that portion doesn't matter. Through a long hall flanked by twisting columns carved with vines. The room now before you, this is the new room, was once a place of serene beauty with frescoes of elven druids in communion with nature adorning the walls all the way up to the high domed ceiling. Now these depictions have twisted into macabre forms, as if some darkness has seeped into the artwork. Refuge and dead leaves scatter the ground, leading towards two tall open hallways, both to the left and right, and approach a set of massive doors with some familiar scripture covered by hanging vines. So the key word in there is the domed, for the moment designing the outline, is the domed nature. So we're going to change this over here on the top left, you'll see. We're going to change that to the heart design, which basically means we do it via points. So I'm not sure how well this is going to work with this particular design, but hopefully it'll be fine. So what I wanted, actually before we do this, let me just, undo that. So I kind of want this room to be quite a large chamber. So it needs to feel like a grand entrance. I might even have a statue of a druid in the middle, actually. Now think about it. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So let's have it be 40 foot wide. So I'm doing this so that I can get a good gauge of where it is. So we want each side to be 4 wide. 3, 4. That won't work, will it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I might have to go 1. So that'd be 2, 3, 4, I think. Put it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we did 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I don't know, does that actually seems alright. If we did that down 1, 2, 3, 4. That actually seems like what I want. So at this point, 2 tall hallways, so we're going to make these 10 foot wide now instead. I'm just going to extend these out here. We can always delete the portions of the hallway afterwards. But basically, I want to create this like notion of like a domed room. So it just has to be somewhat circular, or at least an interesting design. And then beyond these doors, it's going to be another chamber, so we'll just put a little square here to denote that. So at the moment, I've got a number of rooms. Some still in design, but for the moment, we're sides are over here. Now, this is going to be the interesting part because I guess it is underground, but yeah, okay, that's fine. It can be underground. So I was debating like making it so it connects up with this chamber, but like it's like it was one big building. But I don't want to do that. I think that's going to be a bit complicated. So we're going to keep things the way they are. So I'm going to extend this all the way another 15 feet to here. And then, well, they're going to probably be a bit confused why their tokens are over the wall, but that's fine. It's more for design than anything. So at this point, we've got a couple of rooms we could do. So I think I'm going to start with this one that leads to the north. So through a doorway here, they're going to come upon this. Basically, it's an old garden. This is the description. Let's get another piece of gum in what it is. Upon entering this chamber, you find yourself in a once sacred garden, now overrun with wicked thorny plants. Malevolent twisted flowers sway eerily, and the air is thick with a choking, heavy scent. Beyond the thorns, another mural is obscured at the other end of the chamber, hidden beneath, or hidden behind a sheet of vines. So at the moment, this just needs to be a fairly sizable room. I think I still have that wall on here, right? I should do. I just want to make sure I can use this wall. Yeah, I can. Is that cool? Because I'm going to make the room like this. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't know if I want it to be that. Hold on. So the point of this room is that they have to make their way over the vines. And the deeper they go, the worse it gets. So it's kind of like it's less of a trap and more of an environmental effect they have to get around. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I think it's fine for the size of this room. Like it's a big garden space. I must say it comes all the way down here. Right, so that's why I needed to find the wall, because I'm going to have to do this. So I come in here, find the wall, and then take it from that point and lead it to there. And then what we do is go for the portal. And we go for big stone door, like this. It's so weird in this design, but that's fine. I like the aesthetic. So this is the room. We're only doing the outline right now. And then we're going to do something similar down here. So on this side, we'll put a door slightly further down this way. I should probably design the antechamber soon so that it doesn't get in the way. But let's do something here. So this this next room is the Tranquil Grove. So, another sort of garden room, but this one's a little different. Here's the flavour text. An acrid smell shifts out from this chamber, where crusted leaves coat the ground like a blanket. In the centre stands a corrupted fountain with a cracked basin, oozing a dark, viscous liquid. Around it, a ring of planters create a mini maze, as tall yet dying trees grow tall from them. So, in short, this room is going to be like, it's a mini maze of sorts. By which I mean, it's a space where they could climb over the planters. It'd be difficult terrain every time they try to move over them, but it's a bit of a death trap, unintentionally. So the black liquid in the middle of the fountain, in the centre of the room, is a black pudding, an ooze that will attack when they get too close. And the maze is supposed to create perhaps a momentary opportunity for it to perhaps get the better of them. So that's what this room is for. And I'm actually going to have it come from here. So let's give it a bit of a design. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's go 30 feet this way for now. And then I want it to go slightly diagonal. Oh yeah, we're getting interesting with this. And we're gonna just have it do this for right now. I don't like that design. Shit, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's just do this. That seems more reasonable. Right, before we forget, let's get another wall in here. I want to do that the other way around, I think. Yep. Okay. So, I'm going to have this come in here. Just continue the diagonal. Is that? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Rip. That seems right. Pull this round to this way. So I'm going to need to extend the distance out a bit here. I want to extend that end like that. There we go. That's an interesting design of the room. We'll add in a portal, i.e. the door, in that position. And then obviously we'll eventually come to design this room over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into change map size. And on the right hand side you see you can do it in different directions. Open out by the 10 tiles. Just for now. And let's go from here. So we've opened up this room here. Designed a few of them right now. Or at least laid out the outline for some of these rooms. Come into the next. So the next room along is the Faithful's Chambers. So in this room, I'll describe it to you again. Entering this room, you discover stone beds aligned in perfect order, a sense of serenity hanging in the air, but it's overlaid with darkness. Incense burners lie dormant on wooden stands, emitting a faint, unpleasant odour. Intricate wooden reliefs decorate the chamber. They have twisted motifs. So, this is basically an old sleeping chamber, and there's like some stone reliefs in the walls, so we're going to design it in an interesting way here. So once again, let's build ourselves a room. Let's actually go with the shape tool for now. Oh gosh. Okay. Alright, that's not too bad. Let's try this again. Oh my god. What is happening? I don't know what's going on. I think it might have gone a bit crazy. There we go. So let's go 3 on either side here. I can't scroll down, so we just have to do it like this. 1, 2, 3, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's go for another bit of space there. Let's come in and include yet another wall. Like that. And we'll add another door. Over here. Sure, why not? So, we're going to come in and add some reliefs in here. So, we're going to do like something interesting, like, oh gosh, that actually does not work. Actually, it's interesting. I kind of fucked with the design a little bit here. Or not. How did that? Let's try this. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we skipped 2 and did this. What's that like? One, two. So if I did that, yeah, it's gonna look stupid. Okay, so get rid of that. Let's go 1 gap in between and see what that looks like. And do this. Oh, we missed. I messed it up. Okay, so let's leave a gap of 2 in the middle and see what that does. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, so we can't actually get. So it's either 1 in the middle or none, right? Unless I do that 1. No, that doesn't work. Hold on. Can I do that? And that? And then that? I keep messing this up. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Keep messing this up big time. I leave 1 gap there. I leave 1 gap there. 1, 1. There we go. Let's just do that. I don't like these reliefs on that side. Alright, let's go with that for now. It looks alright. It's not great, but it looks alright. Something to come back to. So let's start building this antechamber. So before I do this, let me read out the antechamber to you. So, what we got here? Where is it? Okay. The doors open to reveal a massive space, mostly untouched by the decay of time. The circular room is flanked by similar stone columns as the entrance, and at the epicenter are risen platform steps, leading a few feet off the ground. At its peak, what appears to be a font holds aloft imagine illuminates this chamber. So I want this to be kind of similar to the room up here. So we've got 4x4 here. I want this to be more 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That feels like that's more than. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, seems to be the closest to getting 2, 3, and then 4 here. 2, 3, 4. That should be 2, 3, back to there. Okay, we can work with that. I like that. I like that. Okay, so that is the antechamber. So let's look at what we've got so far. Literally just the layout of the rooms. But we've got the main staircase that will lead down into this room, big grand staircase, into this hallway that enters to this antechamber. There's 2 hallways off and a big set of stone doors. Behind the stone doors is the antechamber. And then down this left hand or the eastern hallway there are 2 potential rooms. One of them is like an old overgrown garden. The second one is very much the same but with a black ooze. And then on the other side of that are some resting chambers. Now bring us to the other side, which at the moment I don't have fully designed. So I have a couple of ideas, which is going to be a pool of some kind and a robing room. But at the moment we currently have only 3 of the murals, because the murals are in this room, and the pool room, which will be somewhere over here, and we need to include 2 more. So it's very likely there'll be a couple more rooms on this side than on this side, which will have their own traps. And that's something I'm yet to design. But we're getting up to about half an hour, and I want this video to be actually uploadable. So I'm going to end things off here. We did get a good chunk of this done. Decorating it is probably the easiest part. The actual design of the building itself is always the most complicated in my mind. It's the hardest to do once you've got the design layout and you know what your rooms are. Adding objects and lighting and other stuff in is a breeze. Very easy to do. So we're going to end things off here so I can have a bit more of a think about what I want to include. Also because it's lunchtime and I'm starving. So thank you very much for listening in. Here's hoping that my players don't get to this place before I'm prepared to use it. I'm sure it'll be alright. Have a great day, evening, morning, afternoon, night time, wherever it is that you are in the space-time continuum, and I will see you in the